Alright, welcome back everybody to another round of Final Fantasy XIV. So, many of you, I don't think ever watch these episodes. I hope some people do. I hope you appreciate the episodes. I hope everybody has fun as much as I do. Um, but just to discuss some few things, Endwalker has finally released. At least the early access has. The official release is on the 7th, I believe, but since I wanted it, I really wanted it, and I got it. Um, so I'm going to be playing a lot of this for a while. Um, I actually got to double check on some of this collector edition stuff because I don't know if maybe you don't get it till the 7th or not. Because I know I got collectors, the digital collectors, so I should have more stuff. But just to get a couple discussions, it's going to be like probably like a 5 or 10 minute intro. So for me, I'm just going to point out this episode is getting released today. It's currently 7:11. I've been up since almost 5 o'clock, and I woke up 2 hours before that, and I somehow fell back to sleep. Woke up around 5, seen people were playing, and I was like, wait a minute, I thought this was supposed to get done at 3 a.m. PST. Well, they got it out at 5, so it works for me. I didn't know anything about it, so I don't play. I just don't know. So I was good for me. So I ended up removed anything I had in the game. G Shade already works, so I'm happy on that front. So I think I'm allowed to say anything with G Shade because I see streamers say it all the time and they never get banned. But in terms of like wait time, I sat in queue for almost an hour. We're close to about 50 minutes, 55. There was about 3,600. I was queued at 3636, and at the best course of an hour, I was able to get in. Now, mind you, I'm going to be brutally honest. I had two errors. The one error code that they did announce that it was going to be an issue in game was error code 2002. So, error code 2002 is based on the idea that there are so many goddamn people trying to log into this freaking game at one point in time that it results in the data server not able to get you in, and it ends up just crashing your game. I don't think it's supposed to crash your game, but I got it to where it crashed. It like black screened and then like took me out of the window. But when I go back to the window, it's just a black screen, so it ended up just crashing. I had to task manager twice to get out of that. I only had two of those error codes though. Then I finally got in. I couldn't see my character because I'm assuming there's so many people logging in that the data center just got overwhelmed. So my character was invincible and had question marks next to him, which kind of concerned me a little bit, but in the end didn't really come down to anything. After the better part of an hour waiting to get in, I started doing some of my Beast Tribe stuff. Yeah, I never did these. I'm just starting to do them. The Sylphs and the Sahagin are going to be ones I'm going to do off screen, probably later on. As of right now, I'm not worrying about it because I don't want to deal with it. I can just do them later off screen, and you guys ain't got to deal with it. And I just really want to play Endwalker right now. I want to play this game. I got to see where it goes. So far, I've been playing for a good part of almost 2 hours, and I have not had my game crash on me. Everything seems to be running fine on my end. I'm not complaining about anything so far. I was actually surprised there was a queue time at like 5 in the morning like that, but again, I can sit there and understand it because there's probably a lot of people took time off today and were able to get their schedule switched around who really want to play. The real question is going to be is after school, because I know there's going to be people who are still in high school, middle school, elementary. Well, probably not elementary. Small chance at elementary. Probably middle school or high school that are playing this game, and they're probably going to get done at about 2:30 unless they just stayed home and didn't care. That are also going to be logging in. So the real test, I think, will be later in the day, especially if some people did get stuck working when the real true test of the servers are going to be ran through. As you can clearly see, the belts are gone. I actually sold all my belts. I thought they said you could hold on to them, but I guess not. Because the Crippler belt I had is gone now, so it's not in my inventory. It's not in a random area. You can even sit there and see here. This is gone. Some other things that I noticed. Actually, the one thing I was glad I tested was actually running around and actually playing the game without the belt. Some things that I can tell you immediately. When I was doing this Hagen, I have to do a fate, and it downscales me. I had 84 health by the end of it. I almost died. I had to use my heal. Many of you probably don't realize this, but I never used my companion before. I had never used him. So Timmy here has been He never got upgraded, so Timmy finally got Chocobo regen one day, and then I had to get him through all the rest of this because I needed a heal guy. Because I actually wanted a I actually wanted a healer, which is pretty funny in and of itself. Probably would say, "Oh, Damon, just go for the tank. It'd be easier." It's like, nah, I'm just gonna kind of. Wait, what? Healer stance, you little bastard. So in terms of that, it hasn't been too bad. The combat was a little iffy because, again, I don't have the belt, and the belt gives you that little bit of an extra boost of health, armor, ability to dodge, stuff like that. And it kind of hurt not having it, but at the same time, I can tell you with pride, I love the fact that both Stormbite and Caustic Bite do 45 durations for, wait, what? I love this game so much. I didn't read these two. But as you can sit there and see, I actually didn't even see that additional effect. Holy crap, I love this game. Stormbite and Caustic Bite have 45-second durations increased from the 30 seconds. At the same time, I didn't notice this, but it does have a 35% chance of also being included into, I think, Refulgent Arrow, which is amazing. Burst Shot still has the same thing. I love the fact that there's 2 stacks on Bloodletter, because this makes it made fighting the little mini boss and the Fate a lot easier, because now I can do 2. This was a nice thing also with Mage's Ballad, because I think, at least from what I was noticing while I was playing, was while this is still charging up with that, I think it's like a 15-second cooldown, or wait, does it show the cooldown? No, I think it has like a 15-second cooldown. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, 15 seconds. It charges up. I think this still stacks automatically, so while this is still charging, this can activate, and it still stacks. So it's amazing to have both of them. And then Quick Knot, which I didn't even bother checking, but I used it during while running around doing some of the mission, or some of those side things during the Beast Tribe quest, which was Quick Knot has the ability of a 35% of becoming Shadow Bite ready. Shadow Bite's my AoE attack. So now I have more of a reason to use Quick Knot, because now I have a bigger chance of getting Shadow Bite back. I don't know if either one of these have a chance. Reduce the recast time of both Bloodletter. Okay, so that's there. Does any of these abilities have a chance of... No, does not appear to. 4%. That's nice. I was actually checking because I wanted to see something. I wanted to see if there's anything else that could get Shadow Bite ready. But Shadow Bite has always been a bit of a thing for me that I haven't liked to use too much. Because I noticed in Shadowbringers, like, I always had Sidewinder more ready than anything, because the 60-second recast time, I think it was still 60 seconds at that time, was a pain in the ass to deal with, because you would sit there and try to use Sidewinder, and you had to choose between Sidewinder's more potent attack. Sidewinder doesn't get a potency increase from the other two now? Okay, that's something I didn't know. So, and that always made it difficult to choose between the two. But, because this one was always had more damage, this one did more AoE damage, but by the time it got done recasting, you get to the next... If you got to a boss fight in a dungeon, you couldn't use it. But overall, I already am enjoying this. This is amazing to me. I don't think my other abilities really get anything out of it. No, it doesn't look like they really care too much about these things, which I'm fine with. I don't really care about using those abilities. I did notice in terms of traits, I was double checking all this, so you can get Quick Knot Mastery, Enhanced Bloodletter, Enhanced Apex Air, Enhanced Troubadour, Minstrel's Coda. The ones I was double checking really was these ones. These are the primaries. This one I get at level 90, so I'm not going to get till the end of the game, so it don't matter. I like Quick Knot Mastery. That's going to be fun. Enhanced Bloodletter is going to be nice. Ooh, that was a 3rd charge. Pog. Enhanced Apex Arrow is going to be nice to have. This one's the one I kind of like the most, which makes Troubadour. Troubadour has a 120 cast time, and this will lower it down to 90 seconds, so that's going to be nice. This one is going to be a new ability I'll have to learn. In terms of actions, I think I got 3. Yeah, I got 3 ability, which is Lands and Bite, which again is that taking over for Quick Knot. Radiant Finale increases damage out by self and party member. Oh, I actually didn't see this one yet. That one's actually kind of cool. Hog. And then Blaster. Is this a take over for anybody? This might be the one to take. Does this one take over for Apex? Wait, this action cannot be assigned to a hotbar. So it must already be... No, it ain't. Maybe that's a new thing I'll unlock. I'll have to see. Because this is going to be a very strong shocker to deal with. But as I said, guys, this is going to be a custom intro. The next episodes I'm going to be doing are going to have like an intro I did back in one of the ends. It's going to have an intro and an outro attached to it because I don't know how the crowds are going to be in this game. It's probably going to be utterly insane. I also said I was going to possibly stream the game, but the more I thought about it, the less I wanted to deal with it. Reasons being, once, I think if I do uploads on my computer, I think it somewhat messes with the internet because I'm running off Wi-Fi. It's not that bad. I actually have pretty good down rate, but the up rate's like stays around 10 megabytes. Again, I could probably run it off that, but I'm thinking if there's so many players running around and you're also running off the servers and hoping everything runs correctly, it's probably not going to look too good, and at 720p the quality is probably going to look like crap. Other thing is, I didn't know if there's going to be crashes throughout the day. I can kind of edit out crashes during YouTube, but it'd make it a lot more difficult in terms of Twitch. I know Red's finally, he actually got the starter edition for this game, so I'm going to be playing that with him. Maybe I can stream during that time when we're running around and you guys kind of see us BS with each other. I just have to make probably like an announcement or something. Well, actually, I probably don't even have to do an announcement for you guys. If you guys follow me on Twitch, you guys will see me on there. So that's just what we'll be doing. Again, is it going to be an adjustment without the belt? Hell yes. But I'm not going to lie. I'm looking forward to this. This is going to be fun. So I'm not going to delay it any longer. Let's go ahead and take care of it. The person we have to talk to, everybody, is going to be Alphino, and we're going to be doing the next main scenario quest, the next ship to sail. So let's talk to Alphino, and let's see what this story has to bring, because I'm excited as hell. I already get a weapon? Pog? Wait. Item level 515. That's mine. 520 suck. My dig, bitch. Mine's better than yours. Adi, do you have some time to talk? I would like to gather everyone in Dawn's respite and together assess the situation in which we find ourselves. Also, if anybody's curious, it's going to be an hour-long episode. Let's take stock of the fact that, shall we? The crisis at hand began with the sudden appearance of the ominous towers in multiple locations throughout the world. We have since learned that said structures were brought into being by an organization known as the Telephori. The Telephori's stated purpose to recreate the final days of Aeon's past, an apocalyptic event that would result in the destruction of all we hold dear. Already have these towers of theirs been the cause of untold suffering. Countless innocents kidnapped in prisons, the faith perverted for primal summonings. And unless we find a way to deal with the corruptive aura surrounding the spies, we can't even get close enough to rescue anyone. Those shielded with the blessing of light seem able to resist being tempered at least. But after what happened to Arnvald and Fordola, we need to be very, very careful about how we proceed. Yet while these threats close to home are of paramount concern, we mustn't lose sight of the situation in Garlemald. As you know, the Telephori are under the leadership of Findaniel and one other delightful fellow, Xenos Ye Galvis, the Crown Prince and our dear friend. Today he reclaimed his old body, murdered Emperor Varus, and plunged Garlemald in an even deeper pit of chaos. The capital has probably seen the worst of it. For a good while there, it saw the bloodiest fighting in the War of Succession, but that has since changed in troubling ways. Aye, during our reconnaissance, the air was not once rent by the barking of cannons or the cries of discord. 'Twas an eerie fog of silence which did blanket that ruined city. The inhabitants appeared to have been tempered, and both nary a word spoken did they labor to transform the palace into a soaring edifice born of nightmares. If they were indeed made thralls, it seems safe to assume these events were orchestrated by the Telephori. An army of primals is awful enough, but in light of recent developments, I fear it's only the prelude to an even greater catastrophe. We need to devise a means to counter this threat quickly before our allies are overwhelmed. We will find a way in Sharlayan, I am sure of it. Master Fortunat's comments regarding the final... I'm probably butchering that last name. I very much apologize. Final days were curious to say the least. Form knows more than is letting on. I will be turning the music down by like 2, though. Sorry to interrupt. Nagastaru. If you're just ready from Minstrel Crowd, she says the arrangements for your visit have been finalized. You're to head to Lemenza and board the next ship bound for Sharlayan. And on arrival, present yourself as associates of the students of Baldissia and come to assist with the Order's restoration. Oh, I'm turning this music down a little bit. It needs a tiny bit of turn down. Arrangements may be settled, but what are your thoughts? They must race at the prospect of returning home after so long. Eager to see it, of course. Of course, we should set off at once. Then I'll accompany you to the dock. You need at least one person there to wave and cry and wish you a safe journey. I don't know if I like that music as much as I like Shadowbringers. It's nitpicking, but I don't know. I just kind of like the old one a little bit more. I am turning that music down though. I'm gonna turn it down by 3. It might not seem like a lot, but trust me when I say this, it is. Also, I'm gonna go ahead and teleport to Lemenza, but I want you people to see this ahead of time. Forewarning for anybody who's a poor son of a bitch who doesn't have no money and doesn't want to waste money. AKA, they increase the fees to be able to teleport from area to area. So, I want to show you. Look at the prices. You're like, oh, okay, they're within the realm of possible reason. That's going saucer, right? Then we go down a little bit more. Then we take a little bit more of an itch and go a little bit further. And 3, 2, 1. Oh my god. Oh god. We're hitting thousands, boys. I actually don't fully understand that, though. Maybe somebody else can explain it to me as well in terms of trying to explain how this works. Maybe it's because we're right next to the Crystal Tower. Maybe there's a way to travel from, like, Mordona to there. But I don't understand how traveling to the first is cheaper than traveling to the east. We're on the same world. We're on the same planet. We're out in the middle of the freaking Sahara Desert, and we got Egypt right to our northeast. But somehow, traveling to Egypt is less expensive, or is more expensive than traveling to Brazil. Like, I need that explained well for me, because that one didn't make much sense when I saw it. But yeah, but the prices of the teleportation fees have gone up. If anybody's curious on that front, it's not bad. I understand why they had to increase the fees. It is probably because they know people have been doing traveling in terms of fast traveling like we have has been a lot easier and a lot cheaper to do than most things. Also, if anybody's curious, yes, people already have the Reaper class and they're running around showing it off like a lot of little bastards. Some people actually, I will say this much, since I'm going to be releasing this episode. For anybody who has totems, well, maybe, I don't know if the totems work or not, but maybe you do have totems. You can unlock some of the cool weapons and stuff if you want to. It's actually kind of cool. Oh, people want to know lower the number of names. Pog, dude, Pog. Yeah, I actually can't wait till Red gets into this. He had the starter edition. I'm not going into details. I can just tell you that it was... The way he got it made me mad, but at the same time, I was like, well, Square doesn't really care then. At least for the starter edition, they must not care that much. Because he had a situation that went on that was really funny. I'm not going to get into details, but just know I thought it was hilarious, the way he got it. Oh my god. Oh my god. We got so many people here. I'm talking to everybody. Sea travel can be tedious, but I don't mind it. This is a rare experience for most Ishgadians. Gra, what up? I never thought the day would come when I would see sailing home again. Always seems so very far away. Well, I'm talking to everybody. I can't believe all these people are blocking it. I shudder to think what truth awaiteth us beyond the Indigo Deep. Still more, I dread the prospect of discussions long overdue. Contrary to what you might think, this would be like going home for me as well. I might have learned how to survive Lemenza, but it was Sharlayan where I was taught. Quite relentlessly, I might add, the skills to properly live. Okay, I am trying to find everybody to talk to. Jesus Christ. I hope Tataru isn't in the mix there. I might have lived in Master Matoi's cave for a good part of my life, but even for me, the thought of returning to Sharlayan is quite exciting. I can't hardly imagine how it is for the others who live there most of their lives. Grim reason to bring you to Sharlayan, not much to be done about it. I suppose I would have liked to give you the Grand Tour under happier circumstances. So part of me looks forward to returning home. I've forgotten that my father stripped us of privilege or family's name. I hope it doesn't cause trouble with officials upon arrival. Oh god. That's foreshadowing. Okay, wait a minute. Oh my god, you sons of bitches. Okay, so wait a minute. We talked to Oriange, Thancred, Alze, Yashola, Alphino, and Estinian. I think there's nobody else in the group, correct. I am not randomly calling somebody out and missing them. No, I don't think I am. Everyone's here. Oh, yeah, and Graha. Everyone's here, which is good, but I've already paid for your passage and fee is non-refundable. The ship for Sharlayan should be pulling at port soon, so please follow me and have all your luggage close at hand. Oh, yeah, I also forgot. I'm blind. I'm going blind in these dungeons as well, so it's going to be fun. Oh, my God. I did not realize how much that looks like Yulmore. Holy crap. Okay, good. I did see everybody.
They've almost finished loading our cargo. We should be ready to depart right on schedule, or so I'm told.
Oh, I already love the voice acting again. I missed it.
Excellent. 'Tis nice to have a smooth beginning to one's journey, at the very least.
It's funny. Master Louis Soir came here on a ship very much like this one. And now, years later, the street urchin he befriended that day is bound for his mentor's homeland. With his mentor's grandchildren, no less.
Aye. 'Tis upon reflection that every twist of time's river and fate's whims are brought into sharp relief. Thou hast matured much in the intervening years. Wert thou not caught attempting to relieve Master Louis Soir of his purse scant moments after he made landfall upon this dock?
Oh, really? Now that's a tale I'd like to hear.
Oh, that's them just taking advantage of their ability to use more animations.
Will this be your first visit to Sharlayan, Sir Estinian? Sir Estinian?
I called him Sir. Call him Estinian.
Are we strangers newly met? Why this stiff formality?
I, merely meant it as a professional courtesy, since we are now colleagues in an official sense.
I'd rather you dispense with the sirs, especially in private company. Or I'll be forced to respond in kind, little Lord Alphino.
Damn.
You've made your point, Estinian. Painfully well.
Better.
Are you all right, Tataru? You seem positively distraught.
Distraught? Me? Don't be silly. I think it's lovely that they get to see their homeland. It's just, we're trying to thwart the schemes of an army hellbent on destroying the world. And once again, I have to stay behind and worry that this is the last time I'll get to see my friends.
Oh. I'll bring them back safe and sound. I promise. No sense worrying about the things we're powerless to change. I'll bring them back.
I'll hold you to that.
Ah, good. You're still here.
Hori! Kultine! What brings you all this way?
We're to assist the Maelstrom and the Kobolds with a lunar primal operation, so we thought we'd see you off before heading to the tower. Flamine and the others wish you all a safe journey, and promise that they'll look after things here until you return. We will too, of course. Aye. We, your fellow Scions of the Seventh Dawn, will do our part to ensure the end of the world won't happen on our watch.
We set the sail! All aboard for Sharlayan!
It's time.
Then we must delay no longer. We will contact you the moment we learn aught of value. Wish us luck.
I kind of like they brought these guys back for us.
Have a safe journey, and please, please, be careful.
Good, I ordered my breakfast. Be here in like 2 hours. I just sketch on it at a time. This is... I will say this much. I love G-Shade. This makes this game look so much better. Also, if anybody's curious, I did mess with my character a little bit.
Unto the unknown. A fate beyond the horizon that cannot be divined. A future undefined and in flux.
Oh, I love him. It's a freaking voice actor.
In uncertain times, naught but the simplest words of wisdom will suffice.
I love Emmett Six.
That which lives is destined to die. Love leads to loss. Every beginning has an end. Treasure every moment, every step of your descent.
Are we going on water? Pog?
And there, in the depths where souls and stars rest, find your truth.
Man. I love G-Shade, though. I love it for this game so much. I'm not lying. I really do like the guy who's the voice actor from it, so I hope we get to hear him the entire game. That's all I need. Just give me his voice more, because he's so freaking amazing. Oh my god, people are already advertising here. Jesus Christ, look at that, look at that, look at that. Join our free company. We know you're trying to enjoy your game, but join it.
Here. Feel. Think.
Is Hydaelyn talking to us? Or is it Fanat?
The day has barely dawned, my fellow earlier riser.
Was that Hydaelyn or was that
We're
Fanat?
hardly alone in that. Envious of those still sleeping soundly, no doubt.
I love this music. Probably telling him about Hydaelyn.
Called out to you, you say? I've heard nothing myself.
I don't think she interacts with you, though.
In any case, I dare say the sea air will do you good. Why not join the others on deck? Sharlayan should be coming into view at any moment.
I love this game. Oh, it's Fanat! Knew it, bitch. I'm pretty sure that's Fanat. Where the hell's everybody else at?
My voice yet reaches you. I am glad.
I don't trust you anymore. You're weird.
Hear, feel, think.
I trust Azim more now.
And thus do we meet face to face at last.
Oh, it is Hydaelyn.
My warrior of light, guided by the crystal.
I love the piano. Give him a hand. I love that piano. That is a nice touch. Oh my god. Why now, Hydaelyn? I can trust your words no longer. Oh, I don't know if I should go with that approach early. I say be civil, as much as I 100% agree with number 2. Oh my god. Please say they get the piano version of this on iTunes. I would buy it in a heartbeat. That is beautiful. I love it.
After your sojourn in the First, I believe you have your answer.
Ooh.
You have gained an understanding of what I truly am, what Hydaelyn has always been, a primal. Zodiac was created to forestall the apocalypse which threatened the ancient world, and I was brought forth to bind him. Yet 7 times now, those who would orchestrate a return to that bygone era have rejoined a shard to the god I had sundered. The greater his strength grows, the swifter does mine own diminish. The power to draw your mind into the rift betwixt is no longer mine to wield.
Oh, you know what? We already reached a halfway point. Because that would have been the 8th Umbral Calamity. That was number 7. So already Zodiac has 7 shards. So he has a majority. So even at that weakened stage, I bet he's got more strength than Hydaelyn would at this point.
Yet though it taxes me sorely, I dare not leave these words unsaid.
What do you need?
Even bereft of my guidance, you and your companions have accepted the burden of this star's troubled past. A conjunction has begun to form, an intertwining of your time and mine. Wheels shudder and turn. Conflict looms, monumental, which will decide the fate of this world and all life upon it. When you truly understand what is at stake, and your journey has prepared you to surmount the insurmountable, then shall I honor the promise made in another time, another age.
Wait a minute. Then shall I honor the promise made another time, another age. Wait a minute. Is that why Azim did not follow? Did Hydaelyn and Fanat make a promise to Azim that if anything like this would occur, that she would do something for him? Oh, it's so good. I gotta know about that. Tell me more, tell me more, tell me more. No, tell me more, I need to know.
I will not keep you further. Your traveler's heart must yearn to behold this unfamiliar land.
It does, but my brain wants to know what the promise was. Give me promise, tell me it.
Meet again, and soon.
Tell me, tell me, tell me. No, I want to know. Oh my god, so my idea... Wait a minute, that still makes me feel untrust. I don't feel like I still have that trust. There's doubt. That really wants me to know now. Oh my god, I want to know what that promise was. Oh, maybe we'll get a flashback to it. That'd be so cool.
Oh, still a bit stiff though.
And a good morning to you too. Taking a look at the island already?
Then let's go. Let's go. Might still be room in the prow if we're lucky.
I wish I could have told him, like, oh yeah, I talked to Hydaelyn. She's kind of pissy. She told me cool stuff. I want to know more. I hate getting bits.
The sleepers have arisen. There she is. Good old Sharlayan.
Oh, I see it.
Ooh. What the hell is with this shadow?
Home. Home at last. Well, maybe not in Father's eyes, but we'll manage on our own.
I might turn G shade off as we go, because I want to see if that turns that off. That looked weird.
You do know you're not alone in this, don't you?
Indeed. 'Tis as Sir Estinian saith. Forget not the comrades who boarded this ship at your side, I prithee.
Thank you, my friends. We are ever grateful for your steadfast support.
Upon arrival, we will be disembarking into the heart of Sharlayan proper.
No, it ain't.
There is no greater concentration of wisdom in all the world. I am confident that somewhere within that center of knowledge and learning, we will find the answers we seek.
Yeah, wait, that shadow just increased. Awesome.
Sharlayan, the solitary island nation of the northern seas. Where under the watchful gaze of Thaliak, patron deity of scholars, academics hoard all manner of knowledge and secrets. Once, they deigned to accept foreign students into a distant colony maintained in the Dravanian hinterlands. How swiftly they abandoned it once the first Garlean boot set hostile foot on Alamegan soil. So averse to the prosecution of war, these men of wisdom, your would-be allies.
Ooh, I like this music. It's got a real calming feel to it.
I thought they'd never let us off the ship. What's next then? Entry applications?
Oh my god, I hate paperwork.
Hopefully they find no cause to deny us.
Hasn't Sharlayan all but severed relations with foreign powers? Those of us without direct ties, myself included, may be refused outright.
'Tis true that, as a nation, Sharlayan only forms trade agreements with a select few neutral countries. But from a practical standpoint, an island cannot afford to be overly strict with its borders, especially not if that island's people are wholly devoted to the accumulation of knowledge.
I hope they don't try to experiment on me.
If one submits the proper paperwork, with satisfactory evidence of identity and intent, then foreigners may be granted entry.
May.
June.
Quite. So let us be absolutely clear on these points before we proceed. The immigration officer will ask for your affiliation and your purpose of visit. Considering Sharlayan's views on intervention, I strongly suggest we avoid any mention of the Scions. Kral has laid the groundwork for us to act as associates of the students of Baldesion, and our ostensible reason for being here is to aid in their order's restoration. Grahatir, it might expedite our progress should an actual student be seen at the head of our little group. Would you mind leading the way?
Of course. The immigration officers were this way, as I
recall. That's an immigration office?
Greetings. We've just arrived and are eager to make our way into the city. Would you be so kind as to process our entry applications?
Certainly. I see by your mark you are an Archon.
I am. Grahatir of the Students of Baldesion at your service. I was assigned to an Eorzean survey team, but have returned to assist with the reformation of my order. My associates here will provide additional support.
Very good. I have paperwork detailing your group and its scheduled arrival for today.
Oh god, they're bureaucratic. I hate bureaucrats.
And it seems some few of your companions are also Archons. If you'll step forward, we can process those applications first.
Dicks?
Ishtola rule.
I think Eorzeans' characters don't get a voice in that.
See how it glows? That list is etherically linked with the citizen registry kept in the main repository.
I've confirmed your status as Archons and amended your travel records accordingly. Welcome home. Now, who do we have here?
Alphino Leveilleur.
And Alize Leveilleur.
Your applications have also been approved. Having said that,
Ooh.
the streets are abuzz with talk of how House Leveilleur's lord disowned his young progeny. And while such personal circumstances constitute no reason to deny you entry, I urge you to avoid exacerbating your present situation. Times are quite troubled enough already.
We shall keep that in mind.
You might, Alize probably won't.
These last two are not Sharlayan natives, but you will find their credentials are in order. An application was made in advance.
Name and occupation?
Wait a minute. So you can say Hydaelyn Zhed, adventurer by trade, Hydaelyn Zhed, artisan, Hydaelyn Zhed, champion. Wait a minute. Can you get more options if you have more of the stuff unlocked? I guess we can go with... I don't really want to say champion of Eorzea, because... I'm just going to go with the adventurer, because if I say champion of Eorzea, it just gets too crazy.
An adventurer? Well, I suppose that is considered a valid calling in your native Eorzea. And it does indeed match the profile provided. You may enter.
Stydian, badass.
Sir?
Ultra badass. Monotone as hell, but we'll kick your ass.
Estinian Valinor, formerly of the Order of the Knights Dragoon in Ishgard.
Formally, at least. And what, pray tell, is your profession now?
You have to admit it. Admit it. Admit it. Admit it.
If you'll allow me.
Oh, God.
My associate is a mercenary, hired for his strength at arms. Surely you are aware of the dangers we often face on our forays into the wilderness.
Mistress Baldessian, if you insist on sponsoring his entry, then so be it. But while I appreciate that desperate times call for desperate measures, I find your choice of company concerning. Be advised that even a single misstep may have severe repercussions for your organization.
Let's see, between the entire group, who's most likely to go off? Alphino and Alize? Alphino and Alize.
I have every confidence in my chosen company, dear and trusted comrades that they are. But I thank you for your concern.
It's cool seeing Crow again.
Croyle, it is good to see you.
Likewise. Long voyage notwithstanding, you will seem none the worse for wear. There is much to discuss, but this is hardly the place. Let's be on our way, shall we? Oh! Welcome, friends, to Sharlayan.
As your mercenary, I should hope my welcome includes a generous salary.
I had to say something, Sir Taciturn.
He has the same response I would have been thinking about. It's like, mercenary? How much do I get to make for this? I need money. Whoa. Damn, there's a lot of players here again. You're doubtless eager to take in the sights, not to worry, Aideen. The city is not to vanish before we finish our... Oh, don't say that. That's so much foreshadowing. Even allowing that, the years I spent the first past here in the blink of an eye, the city feels untouched by time. Always does, doesn't it? Allow me to extend unto thee my warmest welcome, Aideen. May the wisdom of my homeland aid us in our endeavors. I'm fine, honestly. Better to be waved through with a stern warning than to be denied entry at all. Damn straight. This was an awkward as expected, still we're here now, and that's all that matters. Here we are at last, the great city of Sharlayan. You may have noticed some similarities with Starium, yes? In fact, Oh, but we really should let Crow say her, or have her say first. We'll continue this conversation another time. I'm unaccustomed to fabricating lies on demand. Why should it matter how I earn my living? Glad I spotted your ship coming into port. The officers are born bureaucrats and sticklers for detail. In any case, you may relax and take a moment to get your land legs back. Alright, kind of curious what this weapon looks like. Let's see. Also, I didn't bother clearing this yet, so let's just go baby. I want to see what this new weapon looks like. Where is she at? 204, 141, 213, 201, physical damage 104. Okay, so pretty much equal to what I have now. I wonder what it looks like when you put it on. Ooh. I sort of... Nah, I still like my other one a little bit more. Yeah, I like my other one more. I think I'm just gonna keep the bow I got. Now, where are we supposed to do now? We gotta talk to Prow again? Ooh, chess piece. probably, again, going to be about the same stat I got now. I had thought to launch directly into exploration of what I've learned and how we might proceed. But this is Hydaelyn and Stani's first time Sharlayan, and for the rest of you, as a homecoming that was long overdue. You must have places you wish to visit and people you are dying to see. Therefore, I propose we postpone our agenda so that you'll have sufficient time to recover from your journey and get your bearings in the city. Once you settle, we can reconvene at the Baldician Annex. How does that sound? It is a fine suggestion. We may be not be welcome to Luviera Estate as such, but I should like to nose around the neighborhood all the same. Oh god. Equally untethered as it were, there's no particular place that my king call home. Still, I would not pass up the opportunity to reacquaint myself with the city. Likewise, a quick tour of our old haunts might even yield some useful gossip. The annex was west of the Aetheryte Plaza, wasn't it? I shall join you there anon. Yes, we'll see you there. I too have places I would remiss in not visiting forthwith by thy leave. Oh, I wonder if he's going to go see stuff that has Moonbreeda. What of you, Stinian? My services are as a guide are yours for the asking. That won't be necessary. Until we reconvene, I prefer to wander as the wind takes me. But I could... Oh... Good luck with that. Well, Raha, would you like to join us then? You've gone for quite a while, and this will be a perfect way to refresh those dusty old memories of yours. Well, of course, if you will have me. Come on, Hydaelyn. Sharlayan awaits. Oh dear, his enthusiasm is infection, isn't it? After you, my friend, I'm more than content to follow your lead. Gratia is now accompanying you. Keep him at your side in order to proceed with the quest objectives. You can leave Gratia behind by entering a different area, using the Ethernet, or by putting too much distance between you. You can also speak with Gratia and select the option to part ways. If you wish to have Gratia accompany you again, return to speak with him at the original location. While Gratia is accompanied next, try speaking with Gryle. All set, then let us be on our way. Our first stop, amusingly enough, will be the Last Stand. It's on a cafe on the west side of the harbor. Cryle is also now accompanying you. Lead your two companions to the Last Stand and speak with Cryle at the designated location. While you are accompanied, you may encounter conversation points along the way which offer additional topics of discussion. Entering the glowing area and speaking with the quest companions to initiate these bonus conversations. Enjoy exploring your surroundings together. Oh, that's actually really cool. So they just follow you. Now, do they have anything to discuss over Mia? Doesn't appear so. I'm actually just going to walk back and see if there is. Oh, I love this music. It is calming, dude. You know, my original visual interpretation of what this place was going to look like looks a lot different compared to what that is. I just want to see if there's a conversation up here, to be honest. I want to explore as much as I can, so there's going to be a lot of exploring. Yeah. Okay, so there's a cutscene that takes place over there at some point. Okay. I'm going to do this, and I think those two... Oh, yeah, they get a sprint. This is cool. I like the fact that they follow you now. That's actually a really nice addition to what you're going to be dealing with in this game. Because that's actually the one thing that hurt Shadowbringers, I think, a little bit, is... You could talk to people, but this feels like an additional bonus to be able to like run around and talk to everybody and go in the bonus areas and discuss stuff. I'm actually just gonna explore for a bit. This is really cool. Somebody's like, Demon, you should just go play the game. I am playing the game. It's new. It's new as hell. Okay, now I'm sprinting. Do they sprint too? Yeah, they keep up. So where are the bonus areas at? Okay, so this is a bonus area. So do you just talk to one of those two? Yeah, it looks like it. This place is called the Peristyle and is first stopped for cargo unloaded at the docks. You'll find the usual necessities for daily living and other imports vital to running an island nation, and also supplies that further Sharlayan's pursuit of knowledge, namely large quantities of books, specimens, and samples. So many stacks certainly seem to be keeping the attendants busy. All the unusual words coming and going at all hours, I expect the assistance of intrepid and veteran will be highly appreciated. I see no reason why you couldn't undertake any task which pique your interest. You have been cleared by the immigration officials after all. I look forward to the day your name is celebrated in Sharlayan the same way it is in Eorzea. What the hell? Oh, it's Giggy. Look at Giggy. Giggy with cool hair. I really, really love the music. I won't lie, that music is so relaxing, man. Look, I still got Kiko. I forgot about Kiko. Kiko's here, everybody. Kiko gets to stay. Kiko, my friend. This path leads out towards the sea is known as the Thaliac Stoa, so named for the statue of the scholar which stands at its end. As you know, the Sharlayan people prize the accumulation of wisdom above all else. Thus, when Thaliac was chosen as their patron deity, it was more a matter of pragmatism than belief, an alignment of principles, as it were. We may have honored him with a rather impressive sculpture, yes, but our faith is not so restricted as that of, say, the Ascians. Individual Sharlayans can and do worship divinities of their choosing. Outside, one can hardly forget the great statue of Thaliac. As a student Baldician, I was usually court on the Isle of Val, but I would gaze upon the scholar's wise features every time I returned my ship to the city. Oh. That is awesome, man. Is there anything else? Just curious. Probably isn't if I had to guess. Let's see, we're just gonna climb over. Yeah, I called it. Okay, so it says that's where we go, but can we? Is there any other things to discuss over here? Wow, there's a lot of players here. Okay. I say let's just continue on. So, can I talk to Graha? Oh, yes, last stand. Now that is an inviting aroma. Ah, here we are, the last stand. We had mentioned this before, but although our research into nutrition and food preparation is quite extensive, the average Sharlayan tends to regard seasoning and flavor with a certain indifference. How can I put this? The food is, it's bland. It is encapsulated by our infamous Archon loaf. The prevailing sentiment towards cuisine is dietary values first and taste distant second. 1 second. I'm going to do a double check on something real quick. Alright, everybody, I'm good to go. I just had to double check that this recording was actually having sound in it. Otherwise, I was going to lose my mind. So, how can I... Okay. Okay, so good. There was one pupil at the studium, however, who could stomach the school's inspired meals no longer, so he quit his lessons and poured all his savings into building a proper eatery. And so the last stand came to be. As the name implies, the sole, dedicated outpost of fine dining at Sharlayan, the one and only bastion of culinary arts in the Isle of otherwise mediocre fare. I seem to recall their burger being hailed as one of the more impressive items on the menu, not that I have ever had the pleasure of eating one myself. Because you were a typical Sharlayan when it came to cheap and convenient, Raha. But surely Tataru has since taught you how to appreciate a well-prepared dish. We should all stop in when time permits and sample the cafe's delights. We shall press on. The stairs to the side of the cafe there will take us up to the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay. I'll just have to remember to put a note on it that says, edit last stand. I think my brain will know where that's at. I don't know why, but this music reminds me of like when I played like Tropico. I don't know what it is, but it just kind of reminds me of it. The Aetheryte looks different from how I remember it. An unusual shape, isn't it? I assure you, however, that is perfectly functioning Aetheryte. Remember to attune yourself before we move on. Now, being the diligent tour guide that I am, I should make mention of the Confluence, a research facility located on this very plaza. Much vaunted discoveries are the reason Sharlayan stands at the forefront of teleportation technology. In deciphering the underlying principles of Allegan Aetherites, it allowed us to understand and reconstruct what was essentially a lost art. And off we go to our next destination. Our paths lead northeast to the Agora, Sharlayan's largest marketplace. Well, well, I'm not going to take the time to do this. And just so it is set home point, Crystal is no longer it. Sadly enough, I always had Crystarium set for mine, so now that I don't have it, it kind of sucks. What is this? Market board, retainer, vocate. Wait a minute. There's a summoning bell? Hey, you guys get to look at my little guys. Yeah, it's gonna be funny. Alright, so where did it say? It said to the northeast? Head to Agora Wild Company. So I'm assuming it's up here we go. This is the... Yes, it is. Oh, okay, yeah. I just couldn't see it because there's so many other things in the way. Oh, you know what? Before I do that... Repair. I actually forgot to do that. Even if it's a little bit of money, it's better than what I didn't have. Anything worth cracking my coin purse for today, I wonder? Probably not. Welcome to Agora, where you can find wares made in Sharlayan, as well as a wide selection of imported goods. They also used to sell questionable prototypes from the various research institutes, but I think that practice has thankfully died out, for the most part. Otherwise, I could think of no better place to stock up for your next big adventure. Am I overselling it? On a more serious note, the next stop on our tour is one which has particular relevance to our ultimate purpose here. Let's head back to the Aetheryte Plaza, follow the path north, and climb the stairs up to that imposing building at the very top. Okay, wait a minute. Before I do that, full play armor proprietor. What does that mean? Battlecraft gear. Does that mean you have access to a range of new stuff that's better? Oh my god, it ain't. Okay, I'm not a fan of what that looks like, but what you got for the actual body armor? Okay. Okay. I could get into that. That actually looks kind of cool. Oh my god, I love this music. This is so relaxing. I love this game already. I don't even have to play the story and I already love it. As I said, thank god I got in that queue early. I can't imagine what it would have been like if I would have waited like another hour, because some people probably were still waking up. I won't lie though, if this is already what it looks like, I'm already getting pretty impressed by it. This is 30% larger, I think, than Shadowbringers, so I can't wait to see what else they've done. This is the Nepharm, an area dedicated to the blessings of water. For Sharlayans, water represents more than a life-sustaining liquid. It is a reminder of the great flood which precipitated the birth of our nation, as well as a symbol of the knowledge which flows from Thok's divine ewer. This is the reason you see an abundance found throughout the city and a propensity for utilizing water as a decorative feature in our architecture. These little decorative features of typical Sharlayan architecture, aside from the research wing, our headquarters on the Isle of Vol, were rather simple and rustic by comparison. That's a bad thing right now. There's a fog and it makes this area look like crap. I want to know what this area looks like when there is like just beautiful sunlight. Wow. Look at that, man. Somebody else had the same idea. Wow. Oh, I see people running all the way from down there. Cool. Oh, this is beautiful. Alright, let's talk to our buddies. Oh, an invigorating breeze. A touching bite. Perhaps, but pleasant nonetheless. Its grand structure before you is Rostra. The name refers to the original public platform erected here, upon which a forum of elected representatives would deliver orations and debate policy. Although the stage has since evolved into the council chambers, the nature of the forum and the duties of its members remain largely unchanged. Am I boring you, Raha? You seem awfully distracted. My apologies. From here, one can see the entire city spread out below. The vista put me in mind of my arrival in the first. Those who had gathered at the Crystal Tower asked me how they might go about building a new home. Naturally, my answers were all inspired by my knowledge of the finest settlement I could think of, the great city of Sharlayan. And bit by bit, those few buildings grew into a town, a community, the Crystarium. I can almost see its echo. I see. Feel free to come up here whenever you wish. I don't think the councilors would object to you simply enjoying the view. Such memories should be treasured. But now, however, the tour must go on. Our spectacle of sightseeing concludes with the fittingly named Journey's End. Walk down the stairs to the east and continue straight ahead. It says stairs to the east. I'm assuming these ones. These people sprinting. I'm like, dude, just do a slow jog. Appreciate what you're seeing right now. I want to see this at like sunlight. I gotta see that. This has to look beautiful. This neighborhood is home to the highest echelons of Sharlayan society. I never did feel comfortable enough to wander these streets on a whim. Oh god, I skipped that. I thought I had to pick it. In the present day, it serves as a residential district for the most important officials and the oldest Sharlayan families. You'll see that one mansion is clearly larger than its neighbors. That estate belongs to our friends from the House of Eorzea. All things considered, we should probably keep our distance for the time being. Wait, what? Can't be the best without being the best, though. We can't. We just got here. How are you 88 already? How the hell's somebody level 88? That we bring our little... Jesus, somebody just sits there and goes... That's hilarious. So somebody just went all out as a gatherer and just went ham. That bringing our little Sharlayan tour to a close, I hope it has proven to be an entertaining and enlightening experience. Now shall we head directly to the Baldician Annex? You remember the way, don't you, Raha? Let me think. We head down towards the harbor, across the bridge to our right, then follow the path down below the Aetheryte Plaza? Correct, after you, Hydaelyn. I don't know what that means. Oh. I wonder if Eorzean and Alpha are over here. I'm kind of curious to run around and look for them. I'm assuming that big one there is their home. I could be wrong. Something tells me I'm probably right. Oh, man. Well, time to rush now, because I can't sit here and walk forever to get there. Jesus, man. All these people would tune into Aetherites, bite my shiny metal ass. Sharlayan is full of educational research institutions, but there are still professors who prefer to establish their own private practices. Now that I've never attended exclusive schools they run in these residences, perhaps the twins could tell you more about them. Right, we crossed the bridge here as I recall. Stick to the path and be careful not to end up back in the Aetheryte Plaza. Okay. What's the matter if you end up back in the Aetheryte Plaza or not? Yeah, either way you can still get there. Yeah, you just gotta go down there, you just go down this way. That was weird. You go across the harbor where you just literally go through the Aetheryte Plaza, it's quicker. Alright. Anybody here that I need to talk to? I don't see a Stini, I don't see anybody. Okay, let's go ahead and talk to Graha then. This is the Baldician Annex. Okay. As joyous look on Ra's face is undoubtedly afforded, this is the Baldician Annex. If you continue up the hill, you'll arrive on the doorstep of Phenomenon, but I think we should explore enough for one day. Take you in there another time. Inside with you then. Whoa. I'm back and I brought Hydaelyn and Raha with me. Oh, is this supposed to be like the inn? Ah, you were right about the ship then. Hello, Graha. It's nice to see you again. It's a pleasure to finally meet you, Hydaelyn. I've had many a tale of your exploits. Is it Joika? Joika Tsunjika. Oh god, I'm probably butchering that. I'm just gonna call him... I'm gonna call him Oji. I mean, introduce Jika. Oh, that is so Japanese sounding. I'm just calling this person Oji. The administration officer of students about this, and he oversees the day-to-day business of the annex. You may recall his meeting his cousin, Jika. Ah, yes, Eureka. I've read the initial reports. Quite a shock to hear what's become of the Isle. Do take care if you have the opportunity to rejoin the expedition. This place is like a second home for the students. The Isle of Val served as our main headquarters, of course, but we often had occasion to visit Sharlayan. Whether to make use of the city's research facilities, attend conferences, or procure supplies from distant shores. And the annex here was built to provide lodgings for our members while we engaged in such activities. Ever since our former headquarters, along with the Outel, vanished, the Annex has served as our base of operations. And yet it feels so empty. With so many lost to us, our organization is a shell of its former self. The day will come when we see the students rise again. First, we must ensure the telephori fail. On the left, there's the main hall where we can discuss our options moving forward. Once everyone arrives, that is, you probably have time to rest before our discussions begin in earnest. Door on the right, I'm assuming her left is the inn. I have private quarters prepared for you in the Andron, so please feel free to make yourself at home. Ah, the nap room is perfect for an afternoon doze. I didn't mean to give you the wrong impression. Chambers are quite well appointed, far more so than a cheap roadside inn, you may be assured. So it's simply that we were often so busy with research or exhausted from journeys abroad that we would slip in the Andron just to steal a few winks. And thus they became known as amongst students as nap rooms, even if many such naps might last well into the following morning. Say the word and I'll be happy to show you into your chamber. Hopefully the others won't be too long coming. I'll wait for you all in the main hall. I'm actually going to go in there. I actually want to see what that place looks like. My character doesn't have to do that shower thing again like they did in Yulmore, right? Please don't say that. Please, clean sheets for as long as you like. Wow. This place is cool. What's that? Wait a minute, what is that? Is that Ifrit? That is Ifrit. It does look like Ifrit. That looks cool. That looks like to be a behemoth. What else? Do they have any other photos in here? Just those? Thing on the ceiling? Oh, this room looks cool. Ooh, it's a glowy thing. Crystals, the music you can play and listen to. Unending journey. Wow, this is actually really cool. So with that, everybody, I guess I'm going to be ending the episode here. I'll keep my character in the light so at least her face is brought up. So far, I can say this without a doubt. I'm already enjoying this. It seems rather stable so far. Haven't had too many issues. Again, I started playing around 6... No, let's see. I started that and did the update around 5:15. I started around 6:10, 6:05. Besides those 2 issues in that queue, honestly, I'm able to play and I'm having the time of my life already. I like the fact we just get right into it. I liked meeting Hydaelyn so far. I didn't know if they were going to call her Hydaelyn or Venat. That was the one thing I was kind of curious about. Like, which one were we going to be speaking to? Overall, I loved it. This game, I have a feeling... I thought this place would be a little bit more grandeur. But maybe if the sun's out in the game and you're out in that area, maybe it looks a lot better. I just don't like the fact the first thing I come into is fog. Can't see anything. Yay! Surprisingly enough, we did have a chance to end the episode here inside the dorm. Besides that, I'm not gonna lie, this already seems like it's gonna be a fun game. The fact that I got into that already was amazing. I don't know who thought of that piano music while she was playing to play that, but oh my god, that was perfect. Like, that is a song we've heard. That is Answers. That is from the Realm Reborn stuff going into the Calamity of Bahamut. I love that piano. That piano made that song sound so much better. Fantastic. The quest completed one, I'm not as much of a fan of. It sounds very... I'll probably get used to it and I'll adjust to it. It just feels more out of place, like with some of the music that plays in this already. But as I said, a lot of the other music I've already fallen in love with. It's very fun, very entertaining. The characters already seem like they're going to have a fun time here. I love the idea of us like walking around Sharlayan with our companions and like discussing stuff with them. That's actually a neat thing. I'm wondering if post finishing the game, whether you can bring them back and run around with them and like kind of talk about stuff. Or whether that will be something you have to go through and play the actual game, and when they're following you at that point, whether that's going to be there or not. again, I did find this already to be pretty enjoyable. It seems, as you guys already seen, this game's been out for, what, 3 to 4 hours already, and somebody's already level 88 trying to max out their goddamn crafting class already. We all know those people that try hard in games. I'm not gonna lie. Besides that, just to finish off, all I have to do is say please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, everybody, this episode is getting released today on Friday. So the idea is I'm releasing today on the day Endwalker's early access begins. And the way I'm going to be doing this for the series is something that is going to go on for a while. I'm thinking I'm going to release an episode today of Endwalker. I'm planning on releasing an episode tomorrow for Saturday for Endwalker. Sunday I'll release an episode for Endwalker. Monday, actually wait, Monday is going to be Mass Effect Day. So Mass Effect is going to get released on Monday. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be more Endwalker. Friday is going to be another Mass Effect. Then we go in the weekend, it's going to be, again, Endwalker, Mass Effect. So that's the way I'm going to do it. As much as I want to just release all the content for this game that I can push right now I feel like I need to like calm down and not do that. So if any of you are really wanting to see all the game has to offer, please don't yell at me. Don't yell at me. I'm going to be very taken aback by it. But again, it's mainly just because I know it's disappointing, but it's the way I'm going to do it for the channel. Because if I don't release the rest of that Mass Effect stuff now, if you are watching it, if you are interested in it, it's there. And then I can start playing Mass Effect 2 in the background, because I'm going to probably be playing this again. I am playing this right now. I'm playing this all day till about 3, probably about 2:30. Around 2:30, 2:45, I'm stopping. And I'm going to take a big break. I'm going to be taking another break in about an hour and a half to eat. So I have something in my system because I've been up since like 5 o'clock in the morning. And my body is going to be dead hungry. So besides that, this will be the last time we do an ending like this for this game. Following this, you're going to have a custom intro and a custom outro. And we're just going to go right into the game. So I'll sit there and say this. Please like, subscribe, leave a comment down below. When we come back, everybody, more Final Fantasy. And I'll be sure to see you guys next time. Thanks.